Okay, so what's going on, guys? It's Matters here. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about regarding Black Ops 3 Zombies, Revelations, and again, moving through some more unsolved Easter eggs for this map. The map is pretty much over with the main Easter eggs, the super Easter egg stuff, that's all over, but you can't forget that Jason Blundell said back during COD XP, or before that point when DLC 4 was first announced, that DLC 4 Revelations, it will have Easter eggs that will take almost a year, maybe even over a year, to officially solve, find, and complete. And that is just remarkable for him to say that, because he's never been that sure of something, I'm pretty sure, ever. You know, he said that Easter eggs will be completed in a week. It was completed within 12 hours, and like, think about Horizon Drugs Suo. But Revelations Easter egg took over a week, so that was something as well. But there's still so many unsolved Easter eggs within this map that will take forever, and maybe the stuff within this video will actually lead into those Easter eggs. We have a bunch of really interesting stuff ranging from the Shadowman quotes within the game, which has actually been around for a while, because it's been in the code of the game for, I guess, the whole time since Revelations has been out, which is really weird. A bunch of stuff regarding just side quest Easter eggs in general on Revelations, whether or not we're going to have the lead with them with the chicken egg and the omelets and all that insane stuff found within the code as well. Also, something really weird, which is sort of like the main focus of this video, which was like a new sound that Codename Pizza actually saw and sort of heard within his cutscene of Revelations when he finished the Easter egg. A lot of really weird stuff. So whether or not this relates to a second Easter egg, again, no super Easter eggs here. This is strictly Revelations, but another second Easter egg, another pretty major second Easter egg could develop here, another side quest Easter egg involving all of this stuff. So again, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated, and let's get started. I already highlighted what we're going to be talking about within this video, so I'll just move through sort of in succession of what we talked about here. I want to go through the Shadowman quotes as well, because you had a bunch of different things. Now, people can take this one of two ways. One, the Shadowman and, you know, all of this insane stuff, it was originally meant for him to be here, you know? It wasn't like, oh, you do this random thing and the Shadowman's there. It seemed as if within the files, there was this original purpose for the Shadowman to actually be the announcer within this map. He is sort of this evil guy, you know, spawning the Apothicons and doing all this insane stuff. So, sort of would make sense, right? But there's also another thing. They're the quotes are there. They're in the code, and they're still in the code. It's not like they scrapped it necessarily. It's still in the code there. So what that can mean is that there's still a side Easter egg that you can do, a second Revelations Easter egg, a pretty major one, where you can completely switch the announcer, completely switch the roles of the announcer from, you know, right now Dr. Manji for the most part to, you know, the Shadowman, and those quotes are in the game because that's the Easter egg that's waiting to be solved. Once that Easter egg is solved, that's what we're going to receive, which is very cool. It probably will have a lot greater of like a storyline purpose later on in the game if we understand that. But for now, I'm going to play around 10 to 15 seconds, whatever, 20 seconds of the Shadowman quotes that you actually would have heard, or you probably will hear within Revelation. So quick little thing here, probably just even less. So just to give you, I guys, a little taste if you haven't heard it, here you go. So again, that's what Shadowman sounds like, saying double points, max ammo, and all of this random stuff. So moving on here, it's not confirmed to be related, obviously, and a lot of this random stuff here with the chickens and all these different side Easter eggs that we've been fighting, the skulls and the vases and the Horizon Rock, like all this random stuff, we don't know if it's related. Could be a bunch of different multiple side Easter eggs together, but it is good to really think like, okay, what if this is a previous step to another step we already know about, and what if this is all brought together? And you really have to take that into consideration when you're finding these Easter eggs, especially on a map like Revelations, where they put so much work into making these Easter eggs hard to find. Before we talk about the chicken stuff, I want to go through the weird sound, because that's probably what you guys are most likely here for. So here are the tweets from Codename Pizza, I'm pretty sure around last night or, you know, yesterday at some point. He's going to start off here by saying, I may sound crazy right now, but I may believe in the second Easter egg, or in the second ending cutscene in the game where it just beat the Easter egg outside the boss fight arena. After the Sophia and Max's part of the cutscene ended, a new soundtrack started to play for 2 seconds and then cut off, and then it moved on to the other part of the cutscene. Paraphrasing here a bit, and he's seen multiple cutscenes. You know, it hasn't been there before. He actually uploaded a video, unlisted video on Twitter. And I saw it the other day. It's private now. I guess maybe he just got too much hate, or maybe it turned out to be a glitch or something. But he went through, and the consensus was that in the code, there was accidentally like a different cutscene playing within the code. There was a different sort of sound cue playing, and then it just reverted back to the normal cutscene. And again, I saw it. I've never seen that before. It was a good 2 seconds. The whole image changed. The whole sound changed. And it was really, really weird. It was sort of this eerie sounding tone. It didn't sound like any glitch to me, at least. It sounded like something really weird. It still could be a glitch. I'm not ruling out that it isn't a glitch. But again, another hint at maybe there is something else there. I don't know if it could relate to some sort of sound file that got corrupted regarding a secret side quest Easter egg that we have yet to discover within Revelations. It could be that as well. I'm not saying it's a second like Easter egg ending cutscene, but within the cutscene there was a new audio file and a new thing that played, which it's just really, really weird that occurred for him. So again, let me know what you guys think about that. It could mean a lot of different stuff. Whether or not you guys want to think it's a new cutscene, I don't really want to go that far and actually say that. Although, you know, there's still people that do believe that there could be more stuff on Revelations to better explain the storyline and stuff like that. Again, no more Super Easter egg stuff. I feel like at this point the Super Easter egg thing is done. All of the maps together, like it's just not going to happen. But Revelations itself, it still could have a bit more. You know, just specifically on Revelations, it still could have a bit more with that map. So, I don't know, we'll see what the deal is there. And whether or not, again, that could be related back to, let's say, the Shadowman's quotes. So, you know, you complete this Easter egg, he had the Easter egg within the game, or, you know, maybe it just corrupted in the code and accidentally released a sound from the Easter egg, a sound file from the Easter egg, and maybe that was the same Easter egg that would allow us to unlock or, you know, I guess receive the Shadowman as the controller of the zombies. Maybe the eyes of the zombies will change colors with the Shadowman being in control. That would be something really weird. You know, maybe you can move through and say that that's the ending cutscene for the Shadowman's sort of takeover of the map of Black Ops 3 Zombies, and then at the end of the cutscene, you hear that cue, and then you hear the Shadowman now announcing the zombie noises and the zombie sort of thing. Well, not the zombie noises, but like the max ammo and double point noises that you hear that are usually from Dr. Monty and all that insane stuff. So it could translate to that. Again, we're not so sure of the correlation there as well, but it's all within the code. And the codename pizza thing, not necessarily within the code, but it has never happened before at all. And that's happened after patches where they've updated stuff, updated glitches. So it just seemed really, really weird that was the case. But again, take it or leave it as you want to. Just thought that was very interesting there. Now, going back to the chicken Easter egg, another example of like such a peculiar Easter egg that we just don't know what to do. Within the code of Black Ops 3 Zombies, you had chicken coop, chicken egg, chicken, you had plates, you had omelets, you had so many insane stuff, and it wasn't just like omelet, like it straight up said within the code. I remember doing a video back like a month ago or something. It had omelet, pick up omelet, activate omelet, initiate omelet. Like it was just a bunch of really, really weird stuff that you're literally interacting with these items, and you have to think, what does this have to do with anything else within the map, with the storyline? Maybe again relating back to what we talked about within this video with the Shadowman and his quotes. Maybe relating back to a second Easter egg that could be a lot bigger. I do think the chicken Easter egg is a pretty major Easter egg to some extent. Obviously, it's not a main Easter egg. It's not going to really change the whole game here, but it's a pretty interesting second Easter egg that can move forward. I don't know if the Shadowman's going to actually be relatable to the chicken coop Easter egg in some sort of form. It's already such a weird Easter egg to begin with. Like the fact that we're even talking about chickens and omelets in Revelations and zombies, and the fact that that's a legitimate conversation and a legitimate argument as to we need to search for this Easter egg is such a weird thing to begin with. So I wouldn't rule out that being a part of the Shadowman situation there as well. You know, maybe the Shadowman's trying to trick us or something into, you know, playing with eggs. And I have no clue. Who even knows what the deal is with that? But again, that could lead on to other stuff moving forward with the Shadowman's quotes and stuff along the lines of that. Again, you have, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, these skulls from Dryzendrach, the different quotes from those vases within Dryzendrach, a bunch of random different things being found within Revelations. I feel like every couple of days now, even though Revelations, I don't want to say it, but it basically died off. You know, Revelations, no one really cares about Revelations anymore. It's still pretty interesting. And still people still play, upload videos, and it's still pretty cool. But for the most part, I think the hype for it is basically gone. But it seems as if a lot of people are really finding a ton of small Easter eggs, all individual, all separate, and we need to bring them together. I feel like we need to bring them together and really think, like, does this lead on to anything? Are we going to get something out of this? Does it lead on to anything with the storyline, anything with Conan Pizza and that sort of thing? And whether or not that's a glitch doesn't really matter. It just is something new within Revelations that is, I don't know, it's just interesting that he actually got that to play. Obviously, the Shadowman quotes are as genuine as you can get there within the code. They're in Black Ops 3 Zombies, so that's very, very genuine as well. The chicken egg as well, too. I mean, you have the chicken coop in the game. You have the chicken eggs in the code, the omelets in the code. It's just a matter of what we do with all of those items within the code into Revelations. So this was basically a video going over a lot of the side quest Easter eggs, giving the possibility of these being a sort of substantial side quest Easter egg. I want to allude back to the Jason Blundell quote. Well, it wasn't an exact quote that I gave you guys, but he basically said, you know, it's going to take around a year, over a year potentially, to complete, you know, all of these crazy Easter eggs within Revelations. So again, will it take us a year to actually activate the Shadowman's voices? You know, will it take us a year to actually figure out the chicken coop Easter egg? Maybe the chicken coop Easter egg is a sort of specialist weapon, a new specialist weapon, and a lot of people have been complaining about it just being the Ragnaroks. And if you guys remember Zatsuma Nishima, we didn't really figure out that until the Xbox One version came out. The Spider-Bait Wonder Weapon, we didn't figure that out until after Xbox One came out. The Revelation, no, it was Garai Krovi, the Garai Krovi Monkey Bomb upgrade, we didn't figure out until like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, which is unreal because Garai Krovi came out in the beginning of July. So, the possibilities are endless. Like, there could be something really insane here, whether or not it's a new weapon, a new storyline Easter egg, the Shadowman quotes, whatever is activated. Maybe a new cutscene. That's a bit crazy. That's a bit conspiracy theorist there. I don't want to go back into the whole super Easter egg discussion there, but anything's possible. Anything really is really possible with Revelations. So it's just a matter of time before we see what is discovered on this map. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you can leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. And that's really going to be it. If you're watching the video at the end of this video, I guess, leave a comment below. I am watching till the end or something like that. Or just watch just comment end. I like when you guys comment that stuff. It's pretty cool seeing all of those people watch towards the end of the video. Thank you guys for that. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.